Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play a song called Hold On, We're Going Home by Drake. And we're going to end up capoing this on 2nd fret, but we're going to kind of start off with kind of that intro lick that's kind of sung in the background, where you could play 3rd fret on the B string, and then open B, and then 2nd fret on the G, and then open G, and then 2nd fret on the D, and then open D, and then open G, and then 2nd fret on the G, and then open B. So you're going D, B, A, G, E, D, G, A, B. But when our verse starts, actually our verse chorus progression kind of stays the same through the song. And we start on a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger is going to go to the B string on the 1st fret, 2nd finger is going to go to the D string on the 2nd fret, and 3rd finger is going to go to the A string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the C major chord, we're going to be going to a G major chord. When we play G major, first finger is going to go to the A string on the 2nd fret, the 2nd finger is going to go to the low E string on the 3rd fret, and 3rd finger on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the G major, we're going to be going to a D major chord. When we play D major, first finger is going to go to the G string on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger is going to go to the high E string on the 2nd fret, the 3rd finger is going to go to the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you kind of strum just the D, G, B, and E, kind of the skinny 4 strings, that sounds a D major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the D, we're going to be going back to C major, and then another C major, and then we go to an E minor chord. When we play E minor, first finger is going to go to the A string on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the D string on the 2nd fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the E minor chord, we're going to be going back to the D major chord. But a lot of times with a song like this, to make it more interesting, I like adding a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you hit the C and just tried that a lot, you'd have down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, up. So try that through our verse chorus progression. We'd have C with a down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, B, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, B, down, down, up, down, up. Now, there are some other voicings you might want to play around with for some of these chords. So sometimes instead of playing C major, I like using something called C major 9. When we play C major 9, first finger is going to go to the D string on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the A string on the 3rd fret, but then the 3rd finger is going to go to the B string on the 3rd fret, and then the pinky is going to go to the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you kind of strum the A string to the high E string, that'll get your clearest sound out. And that's called C major 9. And then for the G major chord, actually there's a voicing that looks a lot like this, where you could go first finger on the A string 2nd, 2nd finger on the low E string 3rd, leave the 3rd finger on the B string 3rd, and the pinky on the high E string on the 3rd. And that's another way to play G major. And then another way you could play E minor would be doing first finger on the A string 2nd, 2nd finger on the D string 2nd, but then taking 3rd finger and going to the B string 3rd fret and the pinky on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And that sounds something called E minor 7. So you may want to kind of play around with those voicings too. So if we tried it with those voicings, we have C with a down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, B, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, B, down, down, up, down, up. Now something else I would think about adding to the song too is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you can throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the C chord, you have the A string for your bass on the C. And then when we get to the G chord, you can kind of take the low E string for your bass. And then kind of keep your bass down, up, down, G with low E bass, down, up, down, up, G low E bass, down, up, down. And then on the D chord, you have the D string for your bass. D bass, down, up, down, up. And randomly, you may want to kind of play around with this other D chord actually. Sometimes in the recording it sounds kind of like instead of on the D chord, they'd be playing a low E string on the 2nd fret, an F sharp note in the bass. One way to play that now would be called D/F sharp, or D with an F sharp in the bass. So you can put first finger on the low E 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the G string 2nd, 3rd finger on the high E 2nd, and the pinky on the B string on the 3rd. And that would be a D/F sharp chord. You may want to kind of take the regular D major and kind of put your thumb over the low E string on the 2nd fret. So you may want to kind of play around with that too. another chord that can kind of get that bass note out of it, something called D sus slash F sharp, where you would put the first finger on the low E string, 2nd fret, third finger on the B string on the 3rd fret, pinky on the high E string on the 3rd fret, and the second finger goes to the G string on the 2nd fret. And that would be another way to kind of get that F sharp in the bass. So on that chord, you could kind of do low E string for your bass, low E bass, down, up, down. So you're kind of using this D slash F sharp or D sus slash F sharp for your D chord. And then when we get to the E minor chord, you'd have the low E string for your bass on the E minor. So we tried our verse progression with our bass, down, up, down, up. You'd have C with an A bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, up, down, C with low E bass, down, down, D slash F sharp with low E bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, E minor with low E bass, down, down, D with an E bass, down, down, up. So I kind of play around with that too. And then for myself, actually, what can sound really cool, like with the recording, is something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now our down, down, up, and our bass, down, up, are both dividing the beat into 2 parts. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that beat into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the C and just kind of do it down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you do it on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you're doing a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the third beat, you're doing an up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. Beat, you're going down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got down, up, 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 down. So all together, you got long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And if you wanted to, you could even kind of throw in your basses with that. On that first down. Or sometimes I like adding in extra basses. One of my favorites is kind of bass, bass, down, up, bass, down, up, bass, bass, down, up, bass, down, up. So we kind of tried that through our progression. We'd have C with a bass, bass, down, up, bass, down, C, 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 bass, bass, down, especially at the end though, you may want to just go back and just kind of downstrokes. So it kind of feels almost like a stop time deal where you could kind of just block all those chords in through your chords. So you may want to think about some spots actually when you listen to the recording where you want to kind of work it that way. Now the weird part is though, to play along with Drake, instead of starting on a C major chord, it's actually starting on a D major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 2nd fret, then now your C is really a D major chord, your G is really an A major chord, your D is really an E major chord, and your E minor is really an F sharp minor. But just to take it from the very, very beginning that way, you could still word that intro like that. 3, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 0, 2, 0. Or you could just kind of jump into the strumming part. And we could do it with just down, up, and then we'd have C with down, up, down, C, down, up, down, G, down, up, down, D, down, up, down, C, down, up, down, C, down, up, down, D minor, down, up, down, D, down, up. Or we could do it with our bass notes and have C with the bass, down, up, down, C with the bass, down, up, down, G with the bass, down, up, down, D with the D bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, up, down, D minor with low E bass, down, up, down, D with the D bass, down, up. Or we could try the 16th note pattern, then we have down, up, down, up, down, C, down, up, down, C, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, C, down, myself, I'd really want to play a G at 3. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Hold On, We're Going Home by Drake. So good luck!